So I'm going to show you now how to do the granny stitch border around the solid granny square. I'm going to start in any corner. I tend not to start in a corner where I've previously ended a row, and then I'm just going to join the yarn by holding the tail at the back, pulling up a loop through the chain 2 space, and then chaining 4, which is going to count as my first stitch and my first double crochet and the chain corner space. Again, you can do a chain 5 if you prefer, which is traditional. You know, chain 3 counts as double crochet, and then you chain 2 space. The reason I do a chain 4 is that I find that if I do chain 5 and then join in the third chain, it tends to make this one corner where I'm starting around, that hole is much bigger than the other holes and it looks a bit odd. So I switched to doing a chain 4. So it's up to you, whatever looks best with your particular crochet style. So these corners are slightly different because it's granny square cluster. So instead of 2 stitches in each corner, we're going to do 3. 1, 2, 3. And again, I just tend to catch the tail as I go, and then there's less work sewing in at the end. So we're going to do along this edge, we're going to do 3 clusters of granny square clusters, so 3 lots of 3 double crochet into 1 stitch. So there's a slight anomaly at the beginning of the round because we actually skip 3 stitches. Don't forget, sometimes the cluster in the corner can overlap that very first stitch and you could accidentally miss it, but we're going to skip 3. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to crochet in, double crochet into the 4th stitch. We're going to do 3 double crochets into that stitch. And then we're going to skip 2. 1, 2. So from now on we skip 2. It's only at the beginning of each side that we actually skip 3 stitches. So I've done another 3 in there. I'm going to skip 2. 1, 2. And don't worry, it doesn't make it look skewed or anything like that. You don't notice it at all on the finished product. So there, I've done my 1, 2, 3 granny square clusters along that side, and I'm coming to a corner and I'm going to do 3 double crochet, chain 2 and 3 double crochet. So that's what I'm going to do for each corner. 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, and then the next side is the same as before. Skip 3 stitches. Don't forget, the first one is very often hidden by your cluster. There's 1 under there. 1, 2, 3 into the 4th one. 3 lots of double crochet. And then skip 2 for the rest of the side and do 3 lots of double crochet. So I'm going to go ahead and do that all the way round till the end, and I'll come back to you when I get to that point. Okay, so I've done the last side and I'm now back to the first corner, which isn't completely finished because it's missing 2 stitches, because I've only got the chain 3 of the other half of the corner. So I'm going to do 2 double crochet and then slip stitch into that 3rd chain, and that's that first row finished. I'm going to do the second row, which is basically just the same really. We're going to slip stitch into that corner just to get ourselves in the middle of it, and then we're going to chain 4 and 3 double crochet into the corner. And now the granny square stitch clusters are basically just going in these spaces between the clusters of the previous row. So you're just doing previous round, so you're just doing 1, 2, 3 in there, 1, 2, 3 in there, all the way round along the side. And then the corner again is the same. It's just 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, to your corner. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the rest of the round till I get to the end, and then I'll come back to you again. So here I am back to the first corner, which I need to complete. So same as the previous round, I'm just going to 2 double crochet into this space and then join with a slip stitch in the 3rd chain of my beginning chain 3 of the round. And now I'm going to finish this round. I'm just going to cut a bit, pull the loop through. So there's your solid granny square with the granny square cluster border. So next I'm going to show you how to join the next square to this one.